All right. What's up, guys? We'll let some people come in here, but this is the afternoon session. I didn't set anything up, but I have probably like 25 minutes, so hopefully people get in here. If you had a tough day, let me know. But I want to see what's going on with this, with everything. I know that a lot of people did have a tough day here, and hopefully things can get better tomorrow. Obviously, it's really depressing to go through stuff like that, but let me just see what's up with the chat. If there's anything yet. How's everybody doing right now? You're still holding. Hey man, hope you're doing well. I have 124 shares. I bought a lot of shares this morning, hopefully at the dip. Did you buy at the dip? Since there aren't too many people here, just want to say this incredible teacher and streamer. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try to do my best, August. I really try to do my best here. And it's mainly just to help in some way. I like to obviously tell people that it's not financial advice because I don't like anybody to copy me. But I do want to teach that you need to have a strategy going in and out. And this, obviously, this whole situation is not a strategy. It's not something that you should look at and say, I'm going to build my whole portfolio off of this strategy. It's more or less like close to gambling at that point, but you do have a lot of information that backs it. So let's try and limit this a little bit. So I'm going to try and slow down the chat. Hopefully it doesn't get ridiculous. Let me slow that down. Yeah, I'll slow it down. Monetization too. Okay. Let me save that. Yeah, so I'm still holding. I know a lot of other people are still holding. It dropped down, so I wanted to do a full update of AMC and what I see in this and any positive things that I do see. Hopefully this loads. Yeah, there's GameStop. All right. So how you guys doing? How's everybody doing, guys and gals? How's everybody doing? I put at 680 with 700 shares. Like put as an option. Recently found your channel. I love your content. Thank you. Your gaming pal. I appreciate that. It means a lot. Shorts are limited. Bought AMC on the dip, average down. That's good that you did because obviously you're able to capitalize on any gains that you will get, and also if you feel like it's getting too hectic, then when you average down and you go up a couple of dollars, it does limit the losses that you would have. So in my opinion, that's obviously the best bet. Wrecked by GME. No, I think this was weird. This whole entire situation was weird, and I want to break it down a little bit. Now, again, this is going to be a very short stream, so hopefully people get in here and they're satisfied with what's going on. If you're not, and you didn't understand what's going on at all because you got in late, please rewind and watch it because it's only going to be like 25 minutes because I don't have a ton of time. I still got to go out there and shovel a little bit more. There's a ton of snow out there. When will you sell GME and AMC? I didn't actually get into GME. I got into AMC multiple times today, and I lowered my cost basis to $10, and I'll share when I feel like I'm going to sell. But I also want to go through the chart a little bit, so I'm waiting for a couple more viewers just so that we can go through it, so I don't have to, kind of re-explain what I'm talking about as I go through it. How much money did you lose? I can show you my portfolio. Yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know that's in here. I do hold shares in AMC, a lot of shares, quite a bit of shares. But this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to invest in AMC. If you are invested in AMC, I'm giving you advice on how you can recoup some money or limit your losses or things like that. I think that, in my opinion, that it will go up. And like I've said in the past, this is money that I'm comfortable with losing. If you do not basically go into the stock market with money that you're comfortable with losing, then it's not a good thing. This morning you knew I didn't know what I was talking about? Oh, I knew what I was talking about. It's just, it's weird what actually happened. This is clear market manipulation. This did not flow under any sort of logic at all. That's what was kind of upsetting me a little bit, is that it was everything that I seen, especially the fact that it was resisting at that $9 level in the pre-market, made it seem like it was going to push. You have that support level, I guess. I keep getting those confused, but you have that support level that's at $9. It should push up, but it didn't. It ended up pulling back down. And the funny thing is, let's just start getting into this, since that's how it happened. Let me show you my what I'm looking like. So I have $10,000 invested at 1,400 shares. I'm down about $3,000. So that's always a horrible thing to see, you being down by thousands of dollars, right? But the point is that I wanted to get in at multiple times of the day, and I really wanted to get in GME, but GME would not let me get in. I couldn't buy any shares. I tried at all, but with all of the positivity around these stocks, it made it seem like a great opportunity for a lot of people to gain money if you play it well. So again, all for entertainment purposes, right? So I'm here not to give you financial advice, but this is my portfolio. $3,000 down today. I do expect it to go up. This is why I'm still holding. I have $10,000 worth of shares. I also have 1,400 shares in there. My cost basis is lower down to $10. It was at $12.50, and now it's at $10. So any dollar that I gain will be $1,400 that I gain. So all I really have to do is push up $2 more, and I'm back at break even. Now, I want to see how large this will grow. This is all money I'm comfortable with losing, to tell you the truth. But I don't believe that with all the things that, people have said, the things I'm seeing in the chart, it does not look like this was based on the normal movement of buyers. If you look at AMC and GME, look at this chart as I start to change it. So I have this chart right here. Look at the design of this chart, and look at this chart. This chart, this chart, this chart, this chart. Tell me that's not identical. You never see that. You never see anything follow that type of pattern unless there's some sort of manipulation. And it makes no sense. Anytime you did have a rally, which I was excited about when AMC had a rally somewhere around $9 and they were pushing up, and everything was saying that they were going to push beyond the resistance level, they ended up pulling back. For what reason? And this is where I get confused about the whole situation, because it's kind of going against all of the laws, all of the logic. And I'm not crazy upset, because like I said, this is money I'm comfortable with losing. I'm not saying I don't care about it. I obviously care about money, but this is money that I set aside to trade, and if I lose it, I lose it. I'm ready for it to go, but I'm also ready for it to grow. So yeah, I'm going to tell you that I'm not a person that just comes on here and says, hey, invest in this stock. I'm not into this stock as well. I am into this stock, and also I'm not telling you to just put all your money into this stock. I think that there's a lot that people need to learn when it comes to stocks, and it shows. So right now, I see somebody saying that the game is rigged. I believe that the game is definitely rigged. It seems like what they're doing is they're doing all of these type of maybe ladder attacks in order to bring the stock price down. You're kind of silencing the people by not letting people buy, so the buys are a lot lower than the sells. There's also different information that showed that buyers had more of a percentage than sellers, and the price still went down within that minute, which made no sense. So I just wanted to show you exactly what I'm seeing within this, the positivity that I see within this. And again, the chart's not really fitting the logic. Let me address this super chat real quick. Identical because the hype is dying down, and on both it was just in a hype train. You believe that they're identical because the hype is dying down on both of them? with two differently priced stocks, you think that the hype, I understand with that case, but most cases you wouldn't see it being exactly identical. Maybe it will flow under close to the same trend line, but not the exact same movement of candlesticks. That's where it ends up being a little bit tricky, a little bit weird, where things are kind of being manipulated by someone who may be controlling, or some firm that may be controlling the strings or pulling the strings. And that's where I'm thinking that all of these places that we're getting limited on buying these shares of stock pulls away from us being able to buy, because you see these rallies and instantly they get shut down because a number of buys go through, but it's not enough, and then all the rest of them get shut down. So what happens is the price drops. So I understand where you're coming from, Dance Hall. That makes a lot of sense, and I thought about that, but it would match in trend line, but it would not match in candlesticks. That's identical candlesticks here, literally identical. Like, it's crazy. Why did David Portnoy sell? I didn't see that he sold. I didn't sell, by the way, if that's what you're asking. We really have to see exactly what's going on, because there's a lot from what I see, I believe there's some sort of manipulation that's happening, and that's solely my opinion. I've seen it from a number of people that have said that they believe manipulation is happening. It's going against everything that I see on these charts. Every time I see like higher highs and higher lows, I expect it to continue to go up, and that doesn't happen. It pulls back before resistance levels. It doesn't show that we're actually fighting the support levels. All of these support levels that I see, where you see it fighting this $9 mark, it makes no sense why it wouldn't continue to push up, but then it fights another resistance level up here. So then it drops down significantly, passing a support level by far, and then continuing to drop down. It's not something that's good. Now, what I do see that's good is a difference. Sorry if you hear a baby crying, but there's a difference in the peaks and the valleys, because there is a sort of a peak and a valley. The positive that I do see with this, which I don't really want to follow the chart because it doesn't look like it's actually giving me the right information, is the fact that we flattened out towards the end, which is understandable because the volume goes down, but we flattened out towards the end, which makes it seem like even though the volume did go down, we still have a number of buyers and sellers that are equally matched, right? Absolutely, they are manipulating it, and the media is picking it up, and they are scared tax is working. Yeah, exactly. So the hype is dying down. No new buyers. So you're saying all of their scare tactics that they're doing, where they're limiting us to buy. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. But they're limiting us to buy. They're limiting us to basically have any type of real hype on this, because everybody's getting scared. And when we do see these drops, we're like, oh, we have an increase, and we have a little drop. That's where people are like, well, I should recover right now. I should recover right now, and then they keep recovering. So this is people driven. But I just don't know how much of this negative power is people, or will be people in the future. So like I said, I'm going to continue to hold. I just need to move up by $2 to get to a break-even point, but I believe that we should see a lot of positivity. But I just need to see how this is flowing. I see no peaks and valleys. I see all like drops here. From here on out, like you look at this, a straight drop. There's no like peaks, which doesn't make sense to me. There's no valleys. It's all downhill from here. There's no rallies really. In my opinion, that's just not good. And I've seen somebody say that's robbery. What do I think will happen? I think this is kind of the low of the low, really, until it physically goes back to normal. I think this is the low of the low. So we're going to see some sort of rally back. I just don't know how high it will go. I still need to look into the short positions, because I've seen something about the fact that they're actually buying back, they're buying out of their positions. So I just need to look into that a little bit more. But I wanted to go through the chart of what I was seeing and also go through how far I'm down. And I'll make sure to continue to do these updates. I want to be transparent with you guys, and give you my opinion in every case. This week in Civil War history. Thank you for the $5 super chat. There might not be new buyers because their money is tied up switching from Robinhood to other platforms, and it takes a week. That's true. That is true, but I don't know the percentage of people that actually switched over. I think there's a high percentage of people that said they were going to switch over but actually didn't do it, and they stayed with the platform because they think the interface is too good or whatever. I think that's definitely a possibility, but I don't see any numbers. I know there's a bunch of people. I've seen 76% of people said that they were going to leave Robinhood, but I don't know the actual percentage that left. I heard that they had new users that they ended up bringing on after the fact. After all of this stuff, they still brought on I think it was 600,000 users, which is crazy. All of this negative publicity is good publicity for them. So again, this is only going for about 7 more minutes. I just want to see where everybody's head is. Naked, I believe, didn't they drop off for Naked? Let me bring up Robinhood. Robinhood's the only place I could check it real time. Why did I type that in? It looks like they're down 7%, which is not bad. It's not like being down, what is the stock down? Like 50%? Absolutely ridiculous. Let me type in Robinhood here. But yeah, like I said, I'm only going to be on for a little bit. I will be on tomorrow. Come on, Robinhood.com. All right. Sorry, you wanted to look at Naked. Yeah, Naked dropped significantly. What are they down? 35% today? Wow. Well, they basically 36% today. Yeah, I did not expect this much volume for Naked the opposite way. It didn't seem like the volume was actually there. So maybe the fact that people are not buying, but they're still, the people that are holding probably sold because people are not buying. So then it continued to be kind of a domino effect. And then obviously people seen it get below the $1 mark and they were like, all right, you know what, I'll go ahead and buy. And then maybe they sold off a little bit, but it's kind of flat once it gets over here. So Naked, I guess that wasn't as bad as looking at AMC or GME. But like I said about GME and AMC, I mean, they have basically the same trend line here, exact same trend line. I mean, for today, definitely, but it's all been downhill. Nobody has any confidence in the system. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why we would. I mean, you can see how they shut down trading and it completely derailed the whole entire movement, really, to push all of these other stocks up. And obviously, I got in late on the action of GME. I wasn't day trading for quite some time, and then I was like, this is definitely an opportunity. But yeah, people are saying buy the dip. I already bought at the dip. I didn't buy at the absolute dip. I think it was like $6 or something, but I bought. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on here. I know a lot of other people are kind of upset. The people that actually put in a lot of money are upset. I watched some of Brian Jung's stream. If you did see that, if you came from there as well, I believe he invested at like $7 or something. So he might be close to break even, which sucks because seeing that being up to $40,000 is amazing because you can take out your profit and then get right back into it. But if he would have did that, then he could have gotten back into it sometime right after that, or at this point he could have gotten back in it and then made maybe another $40,000 if it does go up. So it's tough to say, man. This where I see it tomorrow, it's really tough to say. I can't see it going any lower here for AMC at least. GME, I really don't know what's going on here. It's defying everything that I look at when it comes to charts. A lot of red moves, a lot of selling off, but I still need to look into all of the shorts. Did you see where BlackRock just bought 6 million shares in AMC of today? I did not see that, but 6 million shares should have made a huge impact to the chart. At what point did he buy? Was it one of these rallies? Because 6 million shares, or is it throughout? Because if he bought at, like, this isn't it. If he bought at one of the low points, like if he bought here, if they bought here, I don't know who that person is, but if they bought here, then you would see that basically 6 million in total volume, which maybe you will. But if you bought at the complete low, then that might be a possibility, because those were millions of shares over minutes. That's a possibility. I didn't see that, but that's interesting news. I also seen things about the call options, $2.1 million in call options at $20 for the 12th. Maybe they know something that we don't know, and a lot of people are getting out because they're scared. But again, this is not financial advice. I'm doing what I'm doing. It doesn't mean you need to copy exactly what I'm doing. Seriously, because you never know what they can do to the overall market, and they're showing that. You know, I think it's complete manipulation where you have billionaires in your back pocket. There's still a shortage. Matthew, you into penny stocks? I'm not into penny stocks anymore. I was, and I lost quite a bit of money on penny stocks. They moved too fast for me. If I actually had all of the tools in order to do that, I would be okay. But they move way too fast for me. So I'm not really into penny stocks. Can't say that I am. This is very similar to the 2008 attack on Volkswagen. I see that Volkswagen moved. It took a longer time for Volkswagen to go through what they went through. I don't know if it's exactly similar. It looks like we probably have the power of the internet behind us, so we can rally together a lot better than. And there's also a different business situation that they had put on, but we just need to. Well, for me, I need to continue to hold. I love AMC at 589. You think they're going to go down to 589 and then rally? Not getting out of AMC is over not getting out until AMC is over 100. I think you might want to rethink that. GameStop is at 90. I did see that GameStop is at $90, which, I mean, could be an amazing buy-in, but there's just a lot of uncertainty here. And I don't want to tell people that it's a crazy buy-in that you need to get into right now, you know? But again, this stream was only supposed to go to 4:30. I just wanted to give you an update on where I am, and exactly where I am is I'm down 3,000 overall dollars on my position here. I did make money cashing out before, but it was like $300. But today's gain or today's loss was $3,353. But I do have $10,000 left in there at a $10 cost basis, which I believe it will surpass that. Every dollar that it goes up, I gain $1,400, so it limits the losses. So let me know what you're thinking in the comments. I'll make sure to respond in the actual comments here. But I appreciate everybody stopping by. Volume? My volume? Do I not have any volume? I better have had volume. I've been streaming for. People would have said they couldn't hear me. Yeah, all right. Maybe you were talking about something else. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold it for quite some time. I'm not letting it go. I have a number of shares, a very large position here. Not a crazy huge position, but it is a large position to where if I believe it could get to that $10 mark, I basically could, double what I have here. That would be phenomenal. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for sticking by this stream. I just wanted to be as transparent as possible. I really do. I want to give you all the information that I have here. But like I said, it's not. This whole thing is not for you to invest when I invest. It's not for you to sell when I sell. It's to give you an idea of what I look for, so maybe you can apply it to your situation later. Rip Joe Rogan? What are you talking about here? All right, I'm pretty sure that's not real. All right, well, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for supporting me, for hitting that like button. If you can hit that like button, definitely do it on the way out. Credit Card Maestro, what's up, man? How you doing? Uh, he says, "Love it, bro. Keep being great." Oh, you too, man. You too. I appreciate that. Appreciate the $5. Thank you for the super chat. Um, Great to see you in here. But anyways, like I said, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for all the love, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. See ya.